reverse proof, the 2019 S, of which there's 30,000 coins, that's $4,300.
Right.
Okay? This is the same exact coin from the West Point Mint that they did, that the United States government did in the Pride of Two Nations set. And that's what this is right here. So this is the Pride of Two Nations. This is the original government packaging. I want to show you that. You're going to get the certified American Silver Eagle that you're going to have right here. So you're going to get this, and the Silver Eagle is like, as you can see, is going to be that. This is how it originally came. We have the certified version of that coin that you can see right there. Our first day of issue. It's the enhanced reverse proof with the West Point Mint mark.
Okay.
So instead of 30,000 coins, there's only 100,000 coins, which were immediately and totally sold out. So there's 100,000 coins instead of 30,000 coins. But instead of $4,300, it's $299.95. I think that this has become, and what happens is after the 2019 S enhanced reverse proof came out and went from $4,300. I actually have a version of the coin, the Baltimore coin, that was released at the Baltimore show that we'll be selling this evening at $9,000.
Oh my God.
And we'll sell every one of them. I've seen them resold at $10,000 to $15,000 a piece because they were only released at the Baltimore show. Only 600 of the coins were released at the Baltimore show. Anyway.
Wow.
So the 2019 S has set the collecting world absolutely positively on fire. What a lot of people don't realize, you can get an enhanced reverse proof American Silver Eagle. There's only two, the West Point minted one and the S minted one, the San Francisco minted one. San Francisco minted one,
it's $4,000.
$4,000, okay? The West Point minted one, which is still like the third rarest American Silver Eagle, is only $299.95. The United States government has never done an enhanced reverse proof before 2019, not ever. They've never done, they call it Pride of Two Nations. They did this as a combo, in a combination with the Royal Canadian Mint as well, with the Royal Canadian Mint.
So wait, you pulled this out and graded that separately.
And graded the American coin in this, the American enhanced reverse proof. They had never done an enhanced reverse proof coin in the history of the United States Mint. I've now got that coin, and there's one enhanced reverse proof, 2 mint marks. The other mint mark, of which there's 30,000 coins, is $4,000.
Right.
This one, there's only 100,000 coins, literally the third rarest American Silver Eagle by mintage, at $299. So you go ahead and save the $4,000 bucks. It was actually $4,399. Yeah. So it's $4,000 less, and there's still only 100,000 coins, which
explain that. Because you think, oh, it sounds like a lot.
Well, it's not. I mean, in the United States coinage, like an American Silver Eagle this year, they're going to make about 55 million. Okay.
Yeah, get your head around this now.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to make about 55 million. Some of the rarest coins that the United States government ever done. 1933 St. Gaudens. Would they make 33,000 of those coins? If that coin came to the market today, it'd be about 27 or 30 million dollars.
Oh my goodness.
Something like that, probably 30 million dollars. They made 33,000 of those. Wow. Okay, this they made 100,000 of. Right. Okay, not 30,000, but 100,000. But it's not $27 million, it's not $4,300, it's $299. It is the only enhanced reverse coin, proof coin ever made. The United States Mint has made proof coins, they've made mint state coins, okay? They have made reverse proof coins, they've made enhanced coins, but what they've never made is an enhanced reverse proof. And remember, with 2020, we are retiring this design. They're not anticipating making an enhanced reverse proof. This will be the only enhanced reverse proof with this design in the history of the United States.
Even though it's 2019.
That's right. And it's certified, right, because, I mean, you know, it's ending in 2020, and they're not doing an enhanced reverse proof that we know of in 2020.
This year.
It is RP70, so reverse proof 70. It is still our first day of issue, and it's sold out on its first day of issue. 100,000 coin set sold out just like that. 100,000 coin set sold out almost instantly from the United States Mint. Remember, they did it in conjunction with the Royal Canadian Mint, which they've never done before.
But they weren't certified.
That's right. And we have it certified at only $299. I think is an absolute, complete, and total 100% bargain, given the fact that the only other way to get this is in a San Francisco Mint at $4,000 to $9,000.
Which you can do. We have that.
Which you can do. We have both of those available, and they are incredibly popular.
Right.
I have dozens of those. I have, and of course, through its first day of issue, I have only the remainder of the first day of issue, which is only a couple of hundred coins. And like I said, $299.95, I think, for one of the great coins that the United States government has.